Sleeves rolled up, glasses are centered. Ladies and gentlemen of the RPW network, today is not an arcade day. Ladies and gentlemen, arcade showed up today for one reason and one reason only, and that's to say, fuck the light, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, arcade and the Resistance, we're going home. You think you can book us, Daniel? You think you can play your little games and Resistance will just do whatever you want? We're showing we have the power. Today's show, no Resistance. Let's see how you fare without us. We have the power now. Fuck the light. Get your fist up. Make the right choice, people. Well, apparently today is a KR day. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, my twin brother RK said he has commentary today. He told me not to come into the arena. I'm not at the O2 today. I'm from home. Vince gave me a last-minute call saying apparently RK has walked away with the Resistance and we will need a commentator for today's Rise. So KR, you know good old KR. Vince tells me what to do and I can't call it. Ladies and gentlemen, we were supposed to be opening up with Sasha Fierce versus Lady Dream here today, but of course, apparently, the Resistance have not shown up today. They've walked out. They've boycotted today's show from Daniel Black. It was supposed to be Sasha Fierce and Lady Dream, but no Sasha Fierce today. Meaning we move on. I don't know what matches are going to be left. Sibs has showed up. The Authority are here. As we have Sibs, JC Brooklyn, and the Reaper. But I'm being told that JC Brooklyn, of course, part of the Resistance now, has also not shown up, ladies and gentlemen. So this match turns to a one-on-one. Sibs and the Reaper. This is one of the weirdest shows I've ever witnessed in all of RPW. I've been here for a long time now. I've seen a lot, but never have I seen superstars band together to boycott a show. Ladies and gentlemen, never in all my career have I seen this, but that's the world we are living in today. Sibs and the Reaper, two former Universal Champions, going toe-to-toe. I'm trying to think of other Resistance superstars. I mean, literally the Resistance, Cebu and Grieva were booked later today. I assume they're not going to be here against the other Fallen Boys. Luca and Coca, of course, of the Shield, are part of the Resistance as well. Kyver, Kimball, part of the Resistance. So a lot of superstars, their opponents going to be missing out on matches. But what an interesting stand from the Resistance. I mean, on Friday Night Fury, a couple weeks ago, they stood tall over the Final Testament. When, if I take you back to it, ladies and gentlemen, with all the interferences, with all the run-ins, the Resistance, and the fan, you know, it's Supremacy of the Stables month, so it's, tensions are high. You know, week 160 last week, where Gore beat Daniel Black in the Stables Rules matchup. Then, of course, on Warzone, we had Zeke and Reverend win in the main event, but then we had Fredo and Lamin of the Resistance come out to attack them, beat them down. Lamin announcing he's part of the Resistance now as well. It seems to be going the Resistance way, and now Daniel Black is in charge of a show, and guess what happens? The Resistance no-show. They don't show up, and they say you will have a show without us. Very, very interesting. Still an amazing opener. Again, was supposed to be a triple threat. Is now a one-on-one. Was taking a drink of water there. I do apologize. Still a great opener, though. Going to be interesting to see how Daniel Black and the Final Testament feel about this. Not having the Resistance superstar show up. Are they allowed to do this? I don't know, but they've done it. They've gone and done it. So I guess we're going to have to see what this show actually entails now. Again, apologies, I couldn't be in the arena. I was told I don't have to work today, so I wasn't quite ready. I'm not really in the RPW mindset. I'm sort of all over the place. But we're here, and we crack on. You know, we crack on and we get going. Sibs back up to his feet. Both superstars meet middle of the ring. Kid to the midsection. Reaper trying to go for a power driver. Sibs too strong. Lovely reversal there. Now Sibs showing that strength of the powerbomb. Very, very nice indeed. The superstars meet back up. Sibs again with the strength. Oh, face first goes the Reaper. into the corner. Right-handers flurrying down. Ron watching on in the opener today. Two amazing Universal Champions meeting up toe to toe. Reaper with a reversal. Another lockup. Reaper again. Not strong enough, though. Not strong enough to lift him up. Sims has plenty of strength, though. Sit-out power bomb. Goes up for the pinfall. Shoulders are down, but Ron takes too long, and Sims can't quite believe that the pin didn't continue. Left-handers by Sims. To the chest of the Reaper. Listen to the O2 crowd. Even if the Resistance don't show up, you know the O2's happy they get to see Sims today. An amazing opener. The rest of the show, I don't know exactly what it's going to entail. That's for sure. But what I do know is Sims and Reaper is an amazing matchup. Future Shock DDT on the outside of the ring. Got to be some damage dealt to the Reaper. Sims gets him back into the ring. Sims getting the crowd. Trying to rally them for this one. And Sims looking to end it. Kick to the midsection. Another Future Shock DDT. The Reaper fights out of it, though. What a reversal. I think Sims should have just went for the pinfall, if I'm honest with you. Should have just went for the pinfall. Gets reversed. Face first he goes. Reaper takes him down. Very nice maneuver to count and a kick out there. Fantastic opener. Love that move by the Reaper. Right-hander. From behind. Oh, face first goes Sims. Reaper's got some big moves over in the corner. Would be a big win for Reaper. For the Fallen, that's for sure. Another 2 count. Another kick out. Amazing back and forth match. O2 Arena loving it. Reaper using that rebound. Oh, with a big German suplex. Using the momentum to help him. That's physics, baby. That's physics. And the Reaper starting to feel it a bit more today. Not feeling enough. I don't know why he keeps... A lot of superstars do that when they try to pick up the... If you fail once, just don't keep on trying. His weight isn't going to get any different. Look at the lights flashing. Oh my God, O2 loving it. Reaper's down. Sims to the corner. O2 Arena know what to do when Sims is counting down with a Claymore. Reaper planted a hook off the leg. 1, 2. Oh my goodness gracious me. I thought for sure that was all she wrote. My fingers were up counting. And I thought certainly that was the end. Reaper with resiliency. What a matchup. And Sims saying no to the Reaper. Big boot across the face. Sims once more. Irish whip. Off the rope, belly to belly. Man, when Sims snaps, he goes to a different place. Really, it really does. And we've seen a few more submissions from Sims recently. Never used to use them back in Season 1. When he was at his peak, he's using a bit more submission now. A bit more technicality about him, but not able to cinch that one in. Reaper breaks out of it. Lock up between the two. Sims dumped to the outside. Drop kick, and down he goes. Is the Reaper going to join him or wait in the ring? I think the Reaper having a breather. I'm going to have a little drink. Oh, Reaper does join him on the outside. Stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. Here on a Thursday. Big Fury in store tomorrow. The start of the Cruiserweight Classic, announced by Vince Shimon himself. Calla Kane and Anthony Richards to kick off the show. I'm excited to see what else is in store as well. Both superstars back into the ring. Sims quicker this time. Oh, running power slam. Another pinfall, hook of the leg. Arm over the chest of the Reaper. Another kick out, 2.5 though. Reaper fighting on, great resiliency. These are two former world champions for a reason. And they are showing why. Here today by putting on a show. Lovely power bomb. Reaper using the ropes to help him up. Sibs, Irish whip. Rebounded right back into him. Reaper hooking on from behind. I love this move. Down goes Sibs. And what a win for Reaper will be. Sibs has been not his usual self. Another kick out of 2, though. I was going to say he has a few losses this season. When you think of Sibs, you think of like an unstoppable force. But season 4, the KLC, everyone's losing. No one is safe. Even the Reverend has some losses. Not many, but he has some. Well, speaking of losses, there's a Claymore. Oh, Reaper smart to roll to the corner. Not to get pinned by Sibs off that Claymore. Very, very smart indeed. Could still be done, though. He should have rolled out of the ring. Maybe. Yeah, he should have rolled out of the ring, should the Reaper. He should have rolled out of the ring. Then Claymore got it done. Sibs gets his win. Maybe he is back to his dominant self. What an opener, though. What a matchup between the two. And I don't even know what is up next anymore. With the walkout from the Resistance, I don't know what is next. Well, nothing against these superstars, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing against them at all. But it's not quite the level of a Sibs versus the Reaper. That's for sure. We have Dylan Kari and HK Styles. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we were supposed to have this Shield versus the Authority. We were supposed to have Kyver Kimball versus Tiffany Wu. We were supposed to have the Resistance Feast of Fallen. And in this match, we were supposed to have Smiley and Anthony Richards as well. So, I mean, the Authority and the Fallen both missing a tag team match. Tiffany Wu, who's 0-2, I'm sure she wanted a match. She's missing a match because Kyver Kimball is part of the Resistance. Smiley, we knew is in the Resistance. Anthony Richards was supposed to be in the match. I didn't know Anthony Richards was part of the Resistance. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Maybe he's trying to, maybe this is his way of joining the Resistance. I don't know, but he was supposed to be in this match as well, ladies and gentlemen. But he's not. So we move on to Dylan Kari versus HK Styles. Both superstars desperately need a win. Going back and forth with pinfalls, but eventually broken up. There was a little camera glitch on World Warzone, which has been fixed, ladies and gentlemen, for HK Styles. But yeah, it was very interesting that we were supposed to have so many different matches today. And instead we went from Sibs versus Reaper to HK Styles versus Dylan Kari, which is a very must-win match for these two. I think HK Styles like 0-5 in the season. I think Dylan Kari's not doing too much better. Remember, Dylan Kari's a former World Tag Team Champion, ladies and gentlemen. I think a lot of people forget about that fact, that he won a World Tag Team Championship with Key Iverson, of all people. No, that's not easy to do, can I just remind you? Really not easy to do. Win a Tag Team title with Key Iverson. I mean, Daniel couldn't do it with I can't even remember what the name was. But Daniel couldn't do it with Key Iverson, whereas Dylan Kari could. So it's not an easy thing to do. He's a former champion, and HK Styles, kind of the other end of the spectrum. His old tag team partner GMK is now the Intercontinental Champion, whereas HK Styles is struggling. So it's an interesting one. That's for sure. Must win for these two, which may add a bit more excitement to this one. Dylan Kari looking fired up now. Dylan Kari looking very fired up. As HK Styles is not looking overly excited for this one. Backbreaker by Kari. Love that move. Hook of the leg. Ron is there. Is there resiliency? No, it is not. Ladies and gentlemen, massive win for Dylan Kari and HK Styles. His woes continue here today. I think I'm next. Boy, oh boy, it's one man that definitely has not walked out. One man that walked out of World Warzone, becoming a double champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we have your Universal and now World Tag Team Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, member of the Final Testament, his hands are together for Hope Eternal, as Zeke, the big name on World Warzone, again, Universal and World Tag Team Champion of Mondays, goes up against Phantom Dream. One-on-one, ladies and gentlemen. We know Phantom Dream, of course, his match got ruined by Daniel Black, his World Heavyweight Championship match, going for gold. He's not going to be too happy with the Final Testament. Still not joined the Resistance fully, though. Sort of been a fence sitter on the edge, not knowing what side he goes to. And now we have Zeke. But yeah, he can get some revenge on Daniel here by, you know, taking on his friend of Zeke. Should be an interesting one, that is for sure. Zeke stands across from Phantom Dream. 1-on-1. And Ron rings that bell. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1-on-1 action, Universal and World Tag Team. I mean, for Phantom Dream, it's quite a big match because, you know, could you imagine being Phantom Dream? If Phantom Dream pins the Universal and World Tag Team Champion, I mean, it's not a bad look. You know, it really, really, really is not a bad look at all. So, could be a big opportunity for Dream here to really get some momentum and really get back at the final testament here slightly. Nice. Oh! Backbreaker maneuver. Zeke with a reversal, though. Very, very, very interesting matchup. Oh, lift to the chin for the forearm to connect. Zeke has Dream back up on his feet and... oh, down. Goes Phantom Dream. Storm right to the chest. Zeke taken over in this one. Gets to the midsection and again lifting. That chin for the forearm. Phantom Dream started okay. Started okay as these two go to the outside. Fan cam in action for the first time. Things that we love to see. Love a bit of fan cam in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. That is for sure. Zeke gets reversed. Crowd are liking it. Phantom Dream, Irish Whip. Lock up again. Fan cam back in action. Zeke sends Dream into the ring and joins him. Couple right-handers. Zeke off the rope. Joins him. Oh, face first. Love that move, dude. And similar to what the Reaper done against Sibs earlier on today. Whoa, up on his shoulders. Yet again, flung backwards onto the mat. Goes Phantom Dream. Stomps to the chest and Zeke. I think Phantom Dream started off decently. Oh god, Zeke is a slow puncher, isn't he? My goodness gracious me, some of the slowest punches I've ever seen. The slow punches don't matter if he's winning. And right now he is dominating, ladies and gentlemen. Really dominating. Slowing down a little bit, no. I think he just sort of took a breather, maybe. Punch to the midsection. Power slam gets reversed. Here we go, Phantom. Finally get involved, no. Running, I think he was going for an elbow there, maybe. Got reversed. Zeke moved out of the way. Joy of Brute. Oh, Brute. Oh, my. Oh, Ron. Get him out of the corner, Ron. Boot to the throat. A brutal display from the Universal Champion. There is no need to be doing all of this. The lights are up, but he reverses, ladies and gentlemen. Phantom Dream reverses into a roll-up. Oh, Zeke reverses back into a roll-up of his own. Oh, and Zeke reverses the reversal. Zeke reverses the reversal into a roll-up victory. And down goes Phantom Dream. Still not used to that. Still not used to that. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen. Main event time. Now, this, again, was supposed to be a triple threat matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is. If Twisted or Davey wins, they get a Junior Heavyweight Championship shot against Daniel Black. Whereas, now it's a one-on-one. Ladies and gentlemen, Davey and Twisted were both marked by the Reverend. I think Davey was very, very smart in not showing up today with the Resistance. Twisted should have probably taken that, taken a leaf out of their book and not shown up as well. Twisted's already leaving the ring. No holds barred. One-on-one. Twisted versus the Reverend. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't envy Twisted today. I must admit, I do not envy Twisted today. Oh boy. It's going to be a tough one for that man, that is for sure. One-on-one in the main event of Rise. And, yeah, this is going to be something. That's for sure, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is going to be something. Oh, the Reverend's already in the corner. The Reverend's already in the corner. Twisted struggling up to his feet. Hidden blade. Twisted reverses. Twisted reverses. Ladies and gentlemen, running knee strike. Down goes Twisted. Reverend going again. From the corner, Twisted. Reversed once. Does not reverse this time, though. When he goes back to the corner. And this is going to be brutal. Ladies and gentlemen. A second hidden blade. They are chanting for one more time. Reverend with a steel chair. Like I said, it's no holds barred. Anything goes. And a Hope Eternal warned you, Twisted. You were marked. See, the thing is, Twisted, I don't understand it, ladies. He was safe. He was in the shield. He was safe. He was hiding away with the shield, not getting involved with the Final Testament. He spoke up for some reason. He got marked from the... Oh, this is brutal. Ron, can we stop this match? Can we just end Rise now? He spoke up against the Reverend and against the Final Testament. He got marked by the Reverend and then continued to support Hope Eternal and say the light is going to help him, ladies and gentlemen. He got marked by the Reverend and continued to say that the light is going to help him. What goes through your mind to be marked by someone and then you openly say, I will support that same person who is absolutely wanting to demolish me? How does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. Oh, and there is the table. There is the table from the Reverend in the ring. Twisted is down, ladies and gentlemen. Twisted is down. Somehow trying to get up to his feet. The Reverend goes right to him. Goes right back to work. And again, this is... Twisted openly... Oh, Reverend, no need. Oh, no need for the referee. Ron dumped to the outside. I mean, it's no odds, but it's not like he could help anyway, but... Absolutely brutal. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what Twisted expected, though. I really, really don't. No way expected as he plummets through the table. Middle of the ring. Hope Eternal's going to be cheering at this, ladies and gentlemen. Hope Eternal's going to be cheering. Oh, here we go. There's not even a referee to count the pinfall, ladies and gentlemen. There's not even a referee to count the pinfall. Twisted is down. A heap. A mess of a man. Ron rejoins the ring. And at what point do you end it? Oh my goodness. Gracious me, at what point do you end it? Ay, ay, ay. And this is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. This is my point is... I don't understand what Twisted expected to get out of this. He's fighting back. No, no, he's not. I don't know what he expected to get out of this. Reverend going top rope again. And he goes... Oh, goodness gracious me, man. This is an unhinged man. He's smiling at this. Oh, not the steel steps. Not the steel steps to the face of Twisted. Good. He's writhing in agony, ladies and gentlemen. Writhing in pure agony. Reverend keeps lifting him up to then hit him again. Square to the face. Got to move out if you're in the crowd. Don't want to get involved. Oh my God, what is the Reverend doing? Speaking to the crowd, he's in front of them as he splashes down. Goodness gracious me, he's laughing and mocking. Hey, Davey, if I'm you, I'm never showing up to work again. You're marked by the Reverend. I'm never showing up again, man. If I'm Davey LaRusso, that is for sure. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen. This has been an absolute onslaught from behind. He's choking him out. Referee, surely you just end it. Twisted is tapping. He was marked by the Reverend.
Here is your winner.
And we know what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a Rise show to remember. Not for Twisted, though. What he does now, will he still believe in the lie? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, we catch you tomorrow for Friday Night Fury. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe the last thing we need to do, of course, is spin the wheel to determine who's going to be next week's Rise General Manager. I almost forgot this. I'm not going to lie to you. I almost forgot that we actually have to spin the wheel. Ladies and gentlemen, one spin, one name, one General Manager for next week. Who is it going to be? That is the question that we're going to find out with this spin, ladies and gentlemen. Could land on anyone. And it's going to be a yellow name. I'm sensing a GMK, ladies and... Oh, it's not! It is the Grim Reaper, the newest man of the Resistance. Ladies and gentlemen, Lamin is in charge of next week's Rise.